What's up, guys? It's Jay from God is Dope, and this is the very first episode of 7 Questions. Today, I'm sitting down with Andrew Carleton, who's a 17-year-old from Powder Springs, Georgia. He plays for Atlanta United, an MLS team, and also plays for the U17 men's national team. Thanks for coming today, Andrew.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Let's get in a little bit on the origin story of Andrew Carleton. When did you start playing soccer?
I probably started playing, when I was 5 or 6. I wanted to play American football, and my dad was like, yo, go to one soccer practice. And if you don't like it, we'll never go back. And I went to one and just fell in love with it and been playing it ever since.
So your dad was kind of like the push towards soccer and all that?
Yeah, my dad definitely started it off, and from then I just fell in love with the game,
When you were growing up, starting to play soccer as a young kid, what was your biggest inspiration? Like, what player did you watch the most and consider like a role model? And also, now that you've had some experience playing soccer, what is an inspiration that you have that is not on the field, someone that's not related to soccer at all?
Growing up, it was obviously Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, they were just breaking into becoming the best players in the world, and they were my idols since I first started watching soccer. Landon Donovan too, just because he's on the full men's national team, and whenever I was growing up, he was the star and one of the best players to ever play for America. And so, yeah, those were the guys on the field that really drove me. And then guys like Tebow, who even though he's on the field at a different sport, whether it's baseball or football, just the way he carries himself off the field and how he puts the Lord first in everything he does, I think he's a true role model for anybody, any kid growing up.
You just got back from the U17 World Cup in India. Through soccer, you've been able to travel to various places inside the U.S. and overseas, right?
Yeah.
Out of all these places you've been to, which do you think is your favorite? Like, which one had the most impact on you that you would love to go back, even outside of soccer?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I really enjoyed England. I mean, it's easiest just because there's no language barrier, but I enjoy it there. I think it's pretty cool. All of Europe's pretty cool and pretty similar, but England is probably my favorite place. And then I love Jamaica just because of the music and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel it's just a nice vibe there. I enjoy it.
So going back to India, in the World Cup, you managed to score 2 goals and had 3 assists, correct? Yeah. What did it feel like being able to have such an impact for your country on like that kind of big stage that you've been preparing for all this time?
Any kid's dream is to play in a World Cup, whether it's 17s, 20s, or full team. And to be able to represent your country and be able to put on a U.S. jersey with Carleton on the back is a dream come true. And to be able to score and assist goals and to help the team be able to make it a deep run in the tournament. Unfortunately, it didn't end as we wanted it to, but to be able to represent your country on the world stage is an honor like no other.
We're here in downtown Atlanta. You play for Atlanta United. In May, you had your first official debut as an Atlanta United player. Coming onto the field, you had a moment where you kneeled down and it looked like you were praying. Yeah. Is that something that you do often as a pregame ritual, like every game? And if so, what do you usually pray for?
Yeah, I mean, I pray personally a lot, just in my everyday life, and definitely rituals before games, like that's part of it. I mean, anytime whether you walk out the field for the national anthem or right before a half kicks off, I always say a prayer. If I'm getting subbed on, I'll say a prayer before I go in. And so that's just what it was. I was just asking God to guide me. I mean, I've played soccer my whole life, and I was like, look, I know what to do. I was like, give me the ability to be able to do well and be able to stay calm and be able to do the thing that I know I've done since I was 5 or 6 years old.
So you're hanging out with God is Dope today. Like I said, we're in downtown Atlanta at the MARTA Station soccer field in 5 Points MARTA Station. And I need to ask you, what does God is Dope mean to Andrew Carleton?
I mean, I think the title speaks for itself. I mean, God's insane. I mean, he does things like nobody else, and without him, there's no way any of us would be where we are today. And for me, personally, I've always been a religious guy, my family is. And so just to be able to surround myself with a brand that speaks to my core values, and the Lord is one of those, and to be able to touch other people around me, hopefully, and bring them closer to the Lord is the reason I feel like the Lord's given me the talent to play soccer, is to to spread his word through people that whether don't believe or don't know about it. And so I feel like the Lord's given me talent to be able to be in the spotlight, to be able to spread his word.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming out today. I appreciate everything. So we're about to get to the field where we're at now and see what you can do with the ball. This interview was shot at the 5 Points MARTA Station soccer field that's hosted by Soccer in the Streets. Soccer in the Streets is a non-profit organization that puts on free soccer programs in communities all over Atlanta. Station Soccer is a project based on giving communities greater access to play soccer by creating fields at public transit centers. Their goal is to have 10 fields at MARTA stations by 2020. Adult leagues and free youth programs are available at Station Soccer. Be sure to get more info at soccerstreets.org. Again, thank you for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.